late January 1959, a group of 9 experienced hikers, all students and graduates from the Ural Polytechnic Institute, set off into the remote snow-laden wilderness of the northern Ural Mountains. Led by Igor Dyatlov, their goal was a winter trek across the region, challenging but manageable for their skill level. They were confident, well-equipped, and prepared for the harsh realities of Siberian winter. Yet what should have been a routine expedition would turn into one of the most chilling mysteries of the 20th century. Weeks later, when the hikers failed to return, search parties combed the snowbound peaks. What they discovered was a scene that defied explanation. The group's tent had been slashed from the inside, and the occupants had fled into the freezing night without shoes or adequate clothing. Footprints in the snow traced their desperate, erratic escape down the slope. Yet they led to nothing but more questions. The bodies were found at varying distances from the campsite, in positions that seemed to tell a story of panic and suffering. Some had died of hypothermia, while others bore injuries far more sinister. One woman's skull was fractured, another man's chest was crushed as if hit by an enormous force, yet their skin showed no external trauma. Even more confounding, traces of radiation were detected on several items of clothing, though no nuclear source had been reported nearby. The scene was a puzzle of contradictions. The hikers' clothing was removed in some cases, some of it inside out, suggesting bizarre behavior consistent with hypothermia-induced paradoxical undressing. Yet this could not explain the violent injuries. Pieces of clothing and personal items were missing. Others were scattered as if the hikers had been startled by something unimaginable. Over the decades, countless theories have been proposed. Some suggest a sudden avalanche forced the hikers from their tent. Others speculate secret military experiments. Yet there is little evidence to support either. Theories have ranged from a Yeti attack to UFO involvement, while some scientists argue subtle natural phenomena, katabatic winds, snow slab avalanches, or infrasound-induced panic may have contributed. Yet none can fully account for the strange combination of injuries, the tent's torn state, and the hikers' irrational flight into the freezing darkness. To this day, Dyatlov Pass remains a silent, icy witness to a night of terror. The barren mountains bear the memory of 9 young lives ended under circumstances both terrifying and incomprehensible. Each year, hikers venture to the pass, retracing the doomed group's steps, and yet the questions remain. What drove these skilled adventurers from their tent in the dead of night? What force or fear compelled them to flee into the unforgiving snow, leaving their bodies scattered like eerie markers across the mountain? And will the true story of that frozen nightmare ever be known? Or will the Ural wilderness keep its secrets forever?